This question is never going to repeat and has not repeated since 2021 because it has little relevance. Why? First of all, we will understand this theory. It is talking about your identity formation in adolescence. Okay. So first of all, it was given by Mahler and for her full name, Margaret Mahler. Okay. So this Margaret Mahler or Mahler, how you want to pronounce. Now, what she was a psychoanalyst. Okay, so it's pretty obvious that you would have never heard about psychoanalyst and this particular person, Margaret Mahler. So you are watching it right now. Hello everyone, welcome back once again. You are watching part number 5 of our 2021 Premium PYQ 2.0 series. Alright. Okay, so let's start our part number 5, and if you have not yet watched the previous 4 parts, then it is very important for you to clear exam, and more than that, it is very important for you to follow all the complete parts, because as you will do all these parts, you will have a better idea about this particular paper and how to deal with difficult questions as well. And if you have missed the first part, then you have missed the main crux where we have solved the 2021 paragraph as well. All right. Okay. So first of all, this theory is called as separation individuation individuation theory. And for whom this theory is in particular for the child, or we can say the children. Why? Because we are discussing about the adolescence age. Okay, so first of all, you need to understand, first of all, we are a zygote primarily. If you have not watched the first part, previous part, make sure that you watch that to understand what is a zygote. Then we are an infant, we are out of the body of a mother. Then we are a what? Then we are a child, and then we are a adolescent, and then we are a adult, and then we are middle adulthood, and then we are of the old age, where all the questions will start coming from your June 2023. Okay. All right. So these are the stages of development, and right here we are discussing about the separation individuation theory, which was given by Margaret Mahler, and she was a psychoanalyst. So I hope you all know who and what a psychoanalyst do. Okay, dreams and all those things. But she talked about these 4 stages, and you just need to mug this up. You just need to remember. Okay, because you will never study this separation individuation theory once again. So just mark the formula, not formula, the mnemonic over here. And what is that? That is your, first of all, differentiation will come. Differentiation. Then we are having exploration over here. Then we are having rapprochement over here. And then we are having this consolidation over here. Okay. So if you can remember what I told you in previous PYQs as well, in 2019 where we were solving this LTM thing, and I told you LTM happens consolidation over there. Okay, consolidation of your memory in the LTM. So this is the correct order, DBCA. Where you find this? You find this in the option number 3rd. Just remember this thing, differentiation will come first, then it will be the, so what will be the mnemonic over here? First of all, we will have D, then we will have the E, then we will have this rapprochement dare and C. Okay, so dare C is the mnemonic for this separation individuation theory. Can you just, let's go to the black screen. Can you just apply some common sense over here, or just simple word meanings? Okay, separation individuation theory. Okay, let's suppose there is some theory called separation individuation. Okay, so do you understand the meaning of separation? Yeah, we pretty understand this thing very easily. That okay, we, or let's say a child is getting separated from someone. Okay, and what does individuation mean? I hope you would have studied Carl Jung psychology and all those things. So if you can relate Carl Jung with this individuation, then you are good going, and then you are studying very well. Okay. All right. So separation means to getting separated from someone, and this individuation means getting oneself or whole personal self or whatever it is. But the point over here is you got the gist, you got the meaning of what is separation and what is individuation. Okay, so when you will separate from someone, you will become a different self once after that, and that is what this particular theory exactly is talking about. But it is never recommended, not recommended to study this theory in deep. Why? Because identity formation in adolescence given by separation individuation theory by Margaret Mahler, and we have the mnemonic dare C, and just move forward. Okay, why? Because it is also talking about what, if you would have studied object relations theory. Okay, object relations theory, then it is somewhat the same phenomena, same concept happening in the object relationship. Why? Separation from whom? Maybe mother, parental figure, or maybe from the caregiver and all those things. Okay, so the theory talks about this only. And you need to understand one more concept over here, that is object constancy. Okay, it's pretty obvious that you would have never heard about this word object constancy. You would have heard shape, size constancy, and all those things. But what is happening in the object constancy over here is it is somewhat similar to the concept of your object permanence. Okay, see, identity formation, it is now linking to Jean Piaget's object permanence of the sensory motor stage. Okay, how what happens in object permanence, that he or she, the child, understood that okay, if it is not in front of me, then it is still in the existence. All right, and the same thing is happening with what, somewhat same thing is happening with your object constancy. Okay, so what happens in object constancy is when somewhat a child understood that his mother is a separate entity or she is a different individual. Okay, these both are not same. Once this child understood this, is called as the object constancy as well. Okay, so now you will remember two things: object permanence. This will be for your what? This will be for your physical reality or for physical items, and this object constancy will be for object. You can understand this for some person, caregiver, parental figure, whatever it is, for the interpersonal relationships and emotions and all those things. Okay, so this might bump up in your next exam, so be careful. And as far as this question is concerned, not likely to be asked again, but just remember DERC. Okay, so DERC by Margaret Mahler. All right, okay, let's move to the next question of the day. See, this question is repeated in the recent exam. Okay, now what you need to understand over here is give the correct sequence of stages in the relationship maintenance as suggested by Thibault and Kelly 1959. Okay, so now you will start developing some chronology as you will finish this complete series. Why? Because this is year 1959. What is the year 1959? And just 2 years before, in 1957, who came in the picture? Leon Festinger. Leon Festinger proposed cognitive dissonance theory and his theory of all those things. Okay, whatever happening for $20 and what is happening for the $1 thing. Okay, all right. So Thibault and Kelly came in 1959. You can pronounce Thibault as well, pronounce Thibaut as well, whatever is syntax grammar is allowing you. Thibault and Kelly 1959 in their social exchange theory. So what you have understood since now is in 1959 some guy named Thibault and Kelly came out of nowhere and proposed social exchange theory. What do you understand by social? Social means you and your surroundings. Exchange means there might be some transaction, or theory is a theory. Okay. All right. So for understanding this, you can refer to social psychology in NCRT as well, or in your general psychology C book or B book as well. Okay. You will find over there if you want to study complete social exchange theory, but it is quite simple. And the mnemonic for this is, now what you need to remember is very important. First of all, what will come? First of all come will the sampling. Okay, sampling. Then what will come? There will be some bargaining. This B will come as B, and not I is coming up. Then what is happening? That is coming your commitment. Okay, commitment, and then it is coming as institutionalization, that is I. Okay, so SBCI is the mnemonic for you for this social exchange theory. Okay, you will associate S with the S, this thing. Okay, social exchange theory, and this is how it is coming up. SBCI stand for sampling, bargaining, compliance. No, it is for commitment. Okay, commitment, and this is for your institutionalization. They can ask you to arrange the order next time as well. Why? Because they have asked you over here, give the correct sequence of stages, and this will repeat. See the theory down below which we discussed of Mahler, it is 0.1% or 1% chances of repeating, but this is having 90% chances of getting repeated. Okay, all right, this is from your unit number 8, social psychology, social exchange theory. The mnemonic for that will be SBCI. SBCI, just try to remember right before your exam, SBCI again and again. And we have also discussed about this social exchange previously as well, where in 2019 there is a question on Thibault and Kelly as well. Okay, so these are the stages S, B, C, I. Just remember this much and you are good to go. Alright. Let's move ahead and solve this next question. That is our, according to Master and Johnson, which of the following is correct sequence of sexual response? Okay. This was a time when they were used to ask again and again this correct sequence and all those things. So which of the following is the correct sequence of sexual response? Okay, so out of these there is again a mnemonic for this thing, and that is your simply EPOR. This question is why important? Because they have asked this question in 2021 from 2017 or 18. After that there was no place for this particular question, and in the recent times as well there is no place for this particular question, but it can be asked again. Okay, That is why it is important. EPOR, you have to just identify what is the correct option and then you are good to go. Just remember the mnemonic EPOR. They will ask you to arrange again. Excitement will be first, then will be the plateau, then will be the orgasm, and then will be the resolution. Okay. The correct option is A, C, D, E. Where you are finding in this particular option. Option number 1A is the correct answer. Just remember the mnemonic EPOR. Right? Excitement, plateau, orgasm, and this resolution over here. So right now what you can do right now is you can write right now 2021 over here, and you can write this is part number 5, and then you can write first of all we are having this Margaret Mahler. She has given DERC differentiation, and then we are having this E thing, then we are rapprochement, and then we are having this consolidation. Then we discussed about whom? We discussed about Thibault and Kelly, and the mnemonic for that was SBCI. Okay. Sampling, bargaining, constitution. No constitution, it is commitment, and this is your institutionalization. And for thirdly, we discussed about Masters and Johnson and what they have given us. They have given us EPOR, excitement, plateau, orgasm, and then we are having the resolution over here. So now it is a table for your mnemonics, and you are watching Premium 2.0. Let's move ahead to question number 81. Arrange the nafs. See what is nafs? Nafs is self in Sufism. They can ask you like this also. Nafs, match the following: self, me, you, and like that. Okay. So what is nafs? Nafs is your self. Kalb is your heart. Kalb is your heart. From lower to higher self. Okay. So there are stages in self and all those things in Sufism, and they're asking you to arrange it from lower to higher self. Okay. So try to answer this. What will be the correct answer for this particular question, where they have asked from unit number 1. The self-pleasing to God, the pure self, inspired self, serene self. The question has never came after this 2021 edition. So be careful, it might not get repeat, but you must know these levels from lower to the higher self. And we have also discussed about this thing in 2019, where I have showed you why which will not be there and what was the answer over there. Alright, so this was part number 5. I hope you have gained some knowledge over here and you will apply this with the all PYQ which we have solved from 2019 as well. Okay, so see you all in part number 6. We will discuss more questions moving forward, and till then take care.